Welcome back to News 11 at noon. When you buy fish at a supermarket or restaurant, you trust what you're buying is the real deal. But a St. Louis research organization has found too often consumers are getting hooked by fish that could be fake. This afternoon, we're joined by two people, Chef Magruder, chef at Panorama in the St. Louis Art Museum. Thank you for being here.
Thanks for having us.
Cooking up some halibut. We assume it's real. We'll talk about that in just a minute. And also, co-founder of a group called BonafID Catch, Joan Stader, joins us to talk about the organization and kind of what their efforts are to raise awareness about this issue. Good afternoon. Thank you for being here.
Good afternoon.
Tell us what BonafID Catch is and how consumers can use it.
BonafID Catch is a consumer advocacy organization, and what we do is we make sure that the consumers know where they can get properly labeled fish. 36% of the retailers that we tested in the St. Louis metropolitan area sold us mislabeled fish.
All right, so are they doing it intentionally to kind of charge us more for, so he's making halibut there.
Right.
And halibut, I don't know, can easily cost, what, $25 a pound?
Absolutely.
I mean, maybe that's even on sale. So halibut, a very expensive cut of fish.
Exactly.
So what's the deal here? Why are these retailers doing it?
Yeah, I think some of them are doing it actually to pocket the difference. So you could buy swai for $4.99 a pound, or you can buy halibut for $24.99 a pound, and the retailer could be pocketing the difference. They don't always do it to defraud people. Sometimes they do it if they run out of what's on the menu. They'll just substitute something else. But the worst offenders in this is the sushi restaurants. Sushi restaurants actually have a 67% rate of mislabeling by our test. And actually, when Oceana tested nationwide, they found 70% in sushi restaurants.
Okay, so we might be getting ripped off in our pocketbook. Are there any health risks here? Could we potentially be eating anything dangerous?
Absolutely. One of the things that's always substituted, not always, but over 90% of the time substituted in a sushi restaurant, is a fish called escalar. And they always label that white tuna. So if you go into a sushi restaurant and you get white tuna, chances are you're going to get escalar. Escalar is a fish that's actually been banned in Japan and some other countries because it's toxic. Some people have actually referred to it as the X-lax fish, so it can make you sick. And it's not the only one. There are a lot of people that have allergies to certain kinds of fish, and if they go and very carefully select something from the menu that they know they're not going to be allergic to, and then it's substituted with something that they are allergic to, they can really have very, very serious problems.
Okay, so how do I prevent myself from getting ripped off in my pocketbook and potentially getting sick?
But that's why we have BonafID Catch, and you can go to our website. And on our website, we have a location finder, which now lists all of the restaurants and grocery stores that we tested and have found have authentic fish. And also, the retailers can buy a membership with BonafID Catch, and we will test them on a regular basis, 4 to 5 times a year. We do DNA barcoding, which is legally admissible in court. So if the retailer himself is not responsible for the fraud, say the retailer's wholesaler defrauded him, then the retailer will be able to take that evidence and actually prosecute the wholesaler.
Terrific. And Chef, I want to bring you in here. You've done so much work here
I'm
for
trying
us.
to multitask.
No, you're doing real well. You're doing real well. Tell us what you're making here, and I'm also curious, have you found this to be an issue in your cooking over the years?
You know, it's one of those things. I have young kids, and instead of you are what you eat, it's are what you eat eats. So we really need to know, and that's why we partnered with BonafID to make sure that what we're offering is authentic. And instead of being, you know, raising a red flag, we're doing is partnering and saying this is the way it's supposed to be done, as opposed to saying you're doing it wrong. What this opportunity allows us to say, we're doing it right. Okay. And that allows us to be comforted knowing that we're offering our guests everything. You asked 2 questions. You asked what I was cooking, and that is the perfect dish. I'm not saying it's the perfect, you're gonna like it the best. It's got color, it's got the nuttiness of some toasted orzo, it's got the sweetness of the fish, some smoked paprika butter. There's some citrus in there and some grapefruit segments, and then some pea trundles on top. So not only is it an attractive dish, it's the real deal, and that's what's so important for Panorama and partnering with BonafID.
Sure. So if I order this at your restaurant, at the art museum, halibut is halibut is halibut.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
That's all we can ask for. Chef Ivy, thank you so much
Thanks
for being
for your
here.
time. Really
Thank you,
appreciate
Joan.
it.
Thank
All
you so
right,
much.
thank you, Elliot.
BonafIDcatch.com for more.
Yes,
What
look
is
for this sign in the window of a restaurant, and also look for the listing on
Don't necessarily look for the Pyrex dish. They brought that one home.
No.